bread. Just bread. Oh. Happy Sunday. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been up since 5:30. I'm a pretty shit sleeper, so I tend to get up really, really early. I'll go back upstairs and lie down for a while. I have to let the dog out now and feed him, because if I don't do that, he goes completely mental. And it's going to be a lovely, lovely day here in the Algarve, I think. So this is a typical Sunday. I'm going to just show you a typical Sunday for me here in the Algarve. Hope you enjoy. But I'm trying to be happy and smiley. I'm not really a morning person because, to be honest, I don't get an awful lot of sleep. I have to try harder. But on average I get around like 5 to 6 hours a day. And then I'll have a nap during the afternoon just to keep me going. But I'm working on it. So let's let the dog out. Come on, Linus. Right. Let's go. Linus. No. We put up our canopy there. We put that up. I'm whispering because it's very early, but we put it up 2 days ago because it's going to be really sunny here, so we need a little bit of protection from the sun. My little plants. So I cover them over with these so that the slugs, little bastard slugs, can't get at them. So hopefully they'll grow. These are orange trees, or will be orange trees. I'll move them when they're bigger. Tomatoes. Another orange tree. And yeah, just growing stuff. Lemon tree. Given to me by my lovely friend Kathy O'Connor. So the dog is still out, and I now have to make my coffee and my husband's coffee. I make him coffee. I bring him coffee every morning. I'm very good like that. But today, unfortunately, Fabio has to go back to Dublin. He'll be there for the week. He rents a place. We rent a place there in Dublin, and he will be working there for the week and then back here for the weekend. So I have to leave him to the airport today at 10. So that's a pity, but I like spending my Sundays with him. And I'm just going to turn around and show you the beautiful sunrise. I just came out to have a look at some of my seedlings, but look how beautiful the sunshine, the sunrise is. Isn't it stunning? You know what's so lovely is I look forward to getting up in the morning and coming out and having my coffee and seeing that and then knowing that the day is going to be warm and beautiful. I hope, it's just going to be a gorgeous Sunday. I'm pissed off that Fabio has to go back to work, but there you go, that's the way it is. But just things like that, just a beautiful sunrise. I'm so lucky, so lucky. My dog barking. No, so also, unfortunately, I discovered I have COVID. I tested myself 2 days ago, which is a bit annoying, but it just feels like a really bad head cold. It doesn't feel anything worse than that, thank God. But so I can't really do anything that much. I'm going to test myself, I think, today and see how I am. I bought a couple of tests and see how I am. And yeah, but it's a real, look, shit happens. Thankfully, I have my boosters and I have all my vaccines and vaccinations. And thankfully, I have all of them because God knows, when you think back to the beginning of all this nightmare, how many people died and how many people caught this disease, and it was life-threatening. And now on most people it's pretty much a head cold because we've all taken the vaccine and we've all been vaccinated, and thank God we have. I don't understand people who are anti-vax, who won't do it, I just think how stupid they are, how incredibly stupid they are. They can see that we're all okay. They can see that, like, we've all taken the vaccine and we're all fine and we're all living and we're all, if we get COVID, for most of us it'll maybe mean some disruption to your taste or smell or you feel like you've got a head cold, which is exactly what I feel right now. But like, I don't know, I just don't understand people who have that mentality of, I'm not going to put this into my body because I don't want to harm my body. It's like, well, if you get COVID, that's harming your body. I mean, anyway, that was a bit of a rant for 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to make my coffee now, make my husband's coffee now, and bring it up to him. And then in a little while, I'm going to then come down again and I'm going to make his breakfast. It's so nice. I'm just a lovely individual. Fill up the coffee. We only ever drink water from that we buy. We don't drink water from the taps here. There's a really chlorinated taste of the water in the taps here. Even when you boil it, it just tastes really, really, just very, very highly full of chlorine, I think, or something, or I don't know what it is that's in it, but it's definitely not, sorry, I keep thinking it's down lower. It's definitely not drinkable for us, so we always get bottled water in the supermarket. I think pretty much everybody does that. I don't know, do everybody do that here in the Algarve? Does anybody drink water here in the Algarve? I don't know. So my coffee with my milk, leche. And now Fabio's. How many of you out there make your husband's breakfast and bring it to him in bed? How many? Feed the dog. One handful of his nuts. Some fresh water. Fresh water. And his nuts and his fresh water, we feed him canine or royal canine. Don't we, Linus? Huh? Oh, do you want your food? Oh, do you want your food? Yum, yum, yum. Eat your food there. He loves those nuts. definitely the best dog food we've ever given him. He loves eating those. There's never any complaints about eating his food. He always eats them. And our coffee. And that's my morning routine done. Dishes and shit. Fuck, I have to do those now, that's what drive me nuts. Oh. Hello, how are you? Jeez. Middle-aged spread. There's your coffee. Are you the sort of person who cannot be in the kitchen and has to clean it? I cannot stand coming down to a dirty kitchen. You know, if there's glasses and there's cutlery and there's stuff there that needs to be washed, it has to be washed. It drives me nuts. And I never used to be like that because I actually come from quite a dirty home. Not that it was my parents' fault, they both worked really hard, so it was, our home was a messy home, let's just put it that way. From that now I am fastidious and very clean. Now I can be messy from time to time, but most of the time I'm very clean. Fabio is the same. He can't stand mess. The only time I'm sort of really messy is when I'm cooking. There may be a bit of a creative mess around, and then I have my little helper scurrying around after me cleaning up, which drives me to fucking drink, to be honest with you. So anytime I'm cooking, anyone in the kitchen just drives me nuts. So that's pretty annoying. But if I see a mess, it has to be cleaned. So even at 7:10 in the morning, Sunday morning, when I should be in bed asleep. But I just have such shit sleeping. But I'm so used to it at this stage. On to my tea. I have to have tea also in the morning. Very, very important. It's now about 8 o'clock. Have my coffee, now need my tea. And I'm making our breakfast. So today we're going to have bacon bits, because that's all that there is in the fridge, eggs and tortilla chips. Or tortillas, because we have no bread. I forgot to get that. I'm not sure I didn't forget to grab bread, it's just that I have COVID, so I'm not really supposed to go out, so so tortilla. It's a tortilla breakfast. I don't think you want me to, show you how to fry an egg. I'm sure you know how to do that, so I'm just going to make the breakfast. So breakfast, eggs and bacon bits and tortilla chips. I mean, that's not bad for a fridge that's empty. And tea, of course, tea. But so I will now put these on a plate and bring them up to my husband, who I serve breakfast every day in bed. So I would like lots of rounds of applause, please, for that. Thank you very much. Breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. Can I say hello?
Huh? Hello.
What do you want? What are you looking at? What the hell is your problem? You better give me a kiss. What? Hi. What's going on, Skills? Give us a kiss. I love you. I love you. It's you. Oh, what's a good boy? What's a good boy? Now, I get to eat my breakfast. I'm like Ruby from Upstairs Downstairs. That's a very, very, very old reference. It's a show that was on before Downton Abbey. And there was a scullery maid, which was called a skivvy, I think, called Ruby. And I'm very like Ruby. So it's 10 o'clock. Shut up, Linus. It's 10 o'clock and I have to drive husband to the airport so he can go to Dublin and do his week's work. And then when I come back, I am then going over to our apartment, which I'm going to deep clean because we are getting it photographed tomorrow to put on the market. We're going to sell our apartment, which is our other apartment. We're not selling our house. So that's what I'm doing now. So I've just dropped Fabio to the airport, excuse me Linus, and my day begins at 12 o'clock now, I think, thereabouts. So I have to go over to clean our apartment. We have an apartment here in Amazon de Pera, which is where we live. And we are staging it so it can be photographed by the estate agent tomorrow. We have had it for, oh God, about 5 years, 6 years now. And we've decided to sell it simply because, you know, we rented it out and thankfully we have the permits to rent it out and so on, because at the moment here in Portugal, the laws are changing about Airbnb, I think on the 30th, which was last week or whatever, because the 2nd of April now. But they're changing the permits, and it's going to be much harder to open an Airbnb here in the country, simply because there's where people are finding it very difficult to rent long term here in the Algarve. Very similar to what happened in Ireland, in Dublin especially. They revoked a lot of the Airbnb licenses because people were finding it so difficult to find somewhere to live. So that's basically what they're doing here, and they have done now. But we were lucky enough to get our permit in, obviously, a good while ago. But we've decided to sell because the market is good, and it's just a bit of a hassle. We've to look at Fabius to look after it. He does all the bookings and everything, and we don't get very much of a return from it. I mean, it pays for itself, its mortgage and so on, but apart from that, very little else. So you know, it's a bit of a hassle organising the cleaning and, you know, organising the people who come to stay there, and, you know, and keeping up the whole sort of Airbnb thing. And, you know, so we've just decided, look, let's see what we can get for it. So that's what we're doing, and obviously the money will come in handy. It'll be nice to have a nest egg, you know. So I have to go over now and clean it, so that's what I'm going to do. Fabio is now in Ireland. He's he's on his way to Ireland now. He lives in Ireland, and I live here, and you know, it's fine. I like my own company. I don't like it when he's away for long periods. He travels a lot with his work, and it basically means that he can be in lots of different countries promoting his work. So it does, you know, sometimes it can be a bit blah, but most of the time it's okay. And I'll see him next weekend. So I'm off to do the apartment. You can come and watch me clean. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So it's 3 o'clock and I've been cleaning in our apartment for the afternoon because we're selling it, as I've told you. So yeah, it's pretty dirty, so I just had to get cleaning. So I'm going to show it to you now and see what you think. So this is the apartment, which we've had for a long time here in the Algarve for the last 6 years. We're putting it on the market. So that's the kitchen there, and this is the sitting room, obviously. And then you've got your balcony, nice little balcony. Our balcony overlooks the mountains. And then upstairs, you go up one floor. Linus reading everything. You go up one floor and you have swimming pools, 3 different swimming pools upstairs. It's really nice. So it's great for families and kids and so on. It's very, very central. We're right beside the sea, so we are literally you walk outside our door and 2 minutes, even 1 minute, you're on the beach. So anyone looking for an apartment in Amazon de Pera, here you go. Bedroom, it's a big double bedroom, really big bedroom. And the bathroom, or shower room I should say. So it's evening time here in the Algarve and I'm walking the dog, giving him a proper walk around our neighbourhood. And you'll probably hear all of the dogs bark as we walk by, but I'm doing it in the evening so I don't bump into anybody because obviously I have COVID and I don't want to pass it on to anybody. And here we go, here's the dogs. Well, you can call them dogs, 3 little chihuahuas. But once one starts, the whole lot start. Okay then. So, gorgeous evening. Lovely and mild, and well, not mild, warm. Just really lovely. I just stood on something slimy. There's a kumquat. I wasn't doing a spin there, it's just the dog got wrapped around my legs. Hey ho.